Recently, the 5th game from Quantic Dream came out, Detroit Become Human, so I thought it could be a fun thing to take a look back at the first ever game that Quantic Dream made. So that means we're playing through Omikron, the Nomad Soul.
Drink Queta Cola, the energizing drink with radioactive quanta extract. Queta Cola, the drink for today's youth. Be cool, be you. Drink Queta Cola.
So, I've not played Omikron before, but from what I've seen of it, it kind of seems different from what you usually think about when you think about a Quantic Dream game. Because David Cage's games usually are highly cinematic, narrative-based adventure games. You know, you think about games like Heavy Rain or Beyond. This seems a lot more of a traditional video game in terms of being an open-world adventure, with fighting and shooting and such. Well, I say traditional, but open world wasn't really that much of a thing when this came out in 1999. It is a pretty ambitious game. I don't know how well that ambition was realized, so I guess that's what we're going to learn here as we play through this. And another reason that this game is noteworthy, aside from being Quantic Dream's first game, is that this is, as far as I know, the only game that David Bowie was ever involved with. He does play a character in this game, but more than that, he co-wrote and performed 8 songs, 8 original songs for this soundtrack. That's the only time he's ever actually done anything with any video game, so he was just really impressed with David Cage's pitch for this game. He had to be part of it. So let us enter the world of the Nomad Soul. And it did say the Nomad Soul, because apparently that was the original name of the game. I guess when it was released in North America, it was renamed to Omikron, the Nomad Soul. But it just says the Nomad Soul here on the title screen. And the version I'm playing is the PC version from Good Old Games. This was also released on the Dreamcast, but we're looking at the PC version here. Before we get started, I just want to take a look at the options a little bit, because I've been messing around with this for a little while now, trying to get it right. This game can be a little bit difficult to get started in the modern day. And one problem that I noticed could potentially be these controls. Well, another problem that you're probably noticing is this font. You're probably wondering, are you expected to read that font? The answer is yes. You're expected to read that font. It says set controls for keyboard and mouse. It's a bad font. I don't know why this is used, but yes, welcome in Omikron. I also don't know if that's correct, being welcomed in Omikron instead of to it, but that's what it says. Let's look at the controls. Now, this game has 4 different sets of controls. It's usually a sort of a 3D adventure, but something that kind of concerns me. We look down here, we have shoot and fight. So sometimes, apparently, this game is going to turn to a first-person shooter, as well as a fighting game. That kind of concerns me, because, you know, those are not exactly easy genres to make. And apparently they're here in this game as minigames, so I'm wondering how good could they be. I guess we'll find out. But let's take a look at the shooting controls. Do me a favor and put your hands on the keyboard for this. Just let me know if I'm crazy here, but okay, the right hand would go, well, this is first-person shooting, mind you. The right hand is going to go on the cursor keys, up, down, left, right, for forward, back, strafe, left, and right. Fire is going to be right shift, okay, so that's easy to reach. Action is going to be enter, that's easy to reach. Jump is going to be space, that's not too bad. Crouch, right control. Weapon is left alt, so your left hand would go there. This is where I kind of have a problem. Turn left, turn right, look up, look down are the numpad keys. So, do you just move your right hand between the cursor keys and the numpad keys? Well, someone's laughing at these controls, but it's not me. I'm unsure as to what your hands are supposed to be doing when you're playing this. Fortunately, I won't need to really worry about that because I'm playing this game with a Steam controller, which is pretty good for making old crotchety PC games do what you want. But I just wanted to point out that this is what the default controls for first-person shooting is, and I don't know really what you're supposed to do with that. In the fighting game controls, you again move forward, back, strafe left, straight. No, forward and back are right and left arrow. Then strafe left and strafe right are delete and end. So move your hand up to reach delete and end, your right hand. Then you have, see, jump is up, crouch is down. Okay, then your left hand goes onto the left side of the keyboard for punches and kicks.
Omikron.
In Omikron, that's right. So...
Your soul.
Someone's talking about my soul right now, but I can't really make out what they're saying because of the music. So this is apparently a 3D, I guess Tekken-style fighting game, because you strafe left and right, and then you're supposed to move your hand from the cursor keys to delete and end to do that? Well, again, I think I have a pretty reasonable setup on the Steam controller, so hopefully it won't be that difficult. I just wanted to point that out, because I was looking at these controls wondering, really? Is that what you're supposed to do with this? Anyway, let's get going. Let's start a new game and enter the world of Omikron. Well, first I have to enter my name. So I'll do that here. It does seem that it does support enough characters to have my full name, so that's good. No, don't want that. I want to do this. Yes, I will overwrite my initial test save game, and we are going to get started.
I have many things to tell you, and very little time. My name is Kale. I come from a universe parallel to yours. My world needs your help. You're the only one who can save us. I succeeded in opening a breach between my world and yours. Through your computer, you can enter our world and help us. But in order to do this, you must transfer your soul into my body. Do you accept? Press any key to say yes. But hurry, there isn't much time.
Well, that's a whole lot you're asking us, Kale, and not much information to go on. So Kale here comes from another universe. Not a game, mind you, but a real universe. He has come through my computer to request my soul to enter his body through my computer. I suppose also your souls as well, because you're watching this right now. So it would be your souls as well going into the computer, and for whatever reason, we are the only ones who can save his world. We don't know why. Do we accept? Press any key to say yes, and nothing to say no. I don't think he does anything if we just leave it here. I think that Kale is being a bit pushy, not giving us the option to refuse. If I do absolutely anything, it means I accept. I don't think that's how that works, but I'm gonna press a button.
I knew I could count on you. Now, you must concentrate.
Alright, everyone concentrate. Give your soul to Kale. Push your soul through the computer screen into Kale's body. You can do it. We can do it.
You've done it. Now your soul occupies my body. This is the last time that we'll be able to speak together. Once you cross the breach, you'll be on your own. I will take over my body when you leave the game and hold your place for you until you return.
All right. We're in Kale's body now. I don't feel any different. How about you? I understand. I guess? I don't think there's much here to understand yet, but we're going to say yes.
That's it. You're ready. But remember, once you cross the breach, you're on your own. There's no saving and going back if you get into trouble. You are entering a real world. If you make mistakes, you'll just have to accept the consequences. Now, listen carefully. To begin your investigation, go first to my apartment. There's no more time to talk. You must cross the breach before it closes. Oh, and one more thing. Be careful with my body. It's the only one I've got.
All right, we're about to head inside. He says you can't save. That's not true. There's save points. I don't know why he says this. We do not have to accept consequences. We can reload saves, so... Was that a change in game design? I don't know, but we're going to head through this portal.
You have been the victim of a violent attack. Don't eat and rehydrate yourself. If you experience mental disturbances, consult a psychiatrist. The Omikron police thank you for your cooperation.
Well, we were attacked by some kind of monster, but scared off by the robot. So where are we and what are we doing? Well, we can't ask Kale, I guess, because we're Kale now. We inhabit his body. He's no longer here. But he didn't leave us with much to go on. This passage looks like the only way out, so here we go. Alright, teaching us how to pick up an object. And we can put it in our inventory, called a sneak. Kind of an odd name, but that's what it's called. Here we go, let's pick this up. 3 magic rings. Okay, we got magic in this world. And I'm gonna open up... Nope, not that. Here we go, open this up. Alright, what do we got here? We got our apartment key. Take a look at that. There it is. We got a notice for the MK400, which apparently is our sneak. And some of the text is going to be, you know, actually legible. But then you have that weird font at the bottom. And some of the text is entirely in that from what I've seen. Anyway, this is our inventory. This is what we got. What else we got? We got 3 rings. We got a map, but I can't seem to do anything with that right now. Oh, let me go back to that. Let me go back to our inventory. Got a memory, something that Kale said. He said, listen carefully. To begin your investigation, go to my apartment. So that's going to be the first place that we head to. Probably should take a look at the rest of what's here. We got settings. Don't want to mess with that in the middle of the game, I think. We can call a slider. Oh, here's Kale's, here's his stats. His full name is Kale669, so I don't know if he just doesn't have a last name. Was he born and bred to be a policeman here in Omikron? I like how his interests are void. He has no interests. He doesn't need interests. He has his job. That's all he needs. Alright, let's, go forward. That takes us out into this beautiful cityscape. Well, at one time, this probably was impressive. I shouldn't judge it by today's standards, of course. This is an old game, mind you. But as we walk forward, I do believe that we are going to encounter... any second now. Yeah, we're going to run into the opening credits, that's right.
I am a blind man, she is my eyes. I'm the kind you didn't feel us coming in this lonely crowd. It's always time. I'm the kind you didn't feel us coming in this lonely crowd. It's always time. Through angels of promise, we despise. Don't fall apart now. We are the silent ones. Take us to the edge of time. Take us to the edge of time. We are the turbulent love. We listen to the storm. I'm the ground. You didn't feel us coming in this lonely crowd. It's always time. I'm the ground. You didn't feel us coming in this lonely crowd. It's always time.
The theme from Omikron, performed by David Bowie, one of the tracks that he will perform in this magnificent game as we play. So the city seems to be immense. How are we supposed to find Kale's apartment? I wonder how immense it actually is. Couldn't be that big. But they do recommend that we should call a slider, so we're going to do that. We could call the slider. It could take us to Kale's apartment, Kalazar, or Anigba, whatever these are. But we know what Kale's apartment is. That's where we want to go. It's basically just a cab. Slider, I guess, is just the future Omikron name for such a thing. Alright, let's get inside. Alright, just takes us right here. You know, I didn't think... people just push you right out of the way. Yeah, I don't think we could actually talk to anyone here. But if we do get in someone's way, yeah, you might at least excuse yourself. I guess they're saying that to us. I could try to talk to people, but it doesn't seem like anything happens. Sorry. I mean, they just walk right through you. You cannot interact with them at all. At least not right now. Maybe later on. I don't know. Kale must have left us some way to get into his apartment. So in our sneak, we can select an object. And we did see an object. Kale's apartment key. We should probably use that. Alright. Nice place he has. Very spacious for an apartment. Got this like little leisure pit right here. Something on the table. Ring note. Alright, let's see what that is. Alright, here we go. Yeah, like I said, some of the text appears entirely like this. Let's see if we can read this. It says, "The rings of the art appear on the pilgrim's path. Only pure spirits can see them. They have two powers. The first is to freeze time. The second is to guide the seeker for light, I think. He who wishes to survive must use them judiciously, for their number is limited." So they're talking about the rings. And apparently the rings, right now we have 3. Apparently this is the currency that we use to save. So we use a ring to save our game. So saves are limited based on how many rings we have. Apparently they also have other uses, but I don't really know what they are. There's like a few things in this apartment we can take a look at, like this. I guess this is a humidifier. Nothing special. It's just like pumping moisture into the air. Nope, nothing interesting. I don't know what... we don't need to do anything with it. It's just a painting on the wall. Too big to do anything with. So I think a lot of this stuff is just going to be generic items that we can't actually interact with. With the action button, we can do different things. I don't understand. No, it said we can do something here. What? Here we go. Pile of white triangular objects in the drawer. Written on them is Central Bank of Omikron, 100 Cetics. Must be money. Oh yeah. I have seen money before, and that is definitely money. Oh, if you're wondering when this happens, nothing in particular. Nothing special. Oh, I opened it again. So when that happens, I'm pressing the action button. There's no reason to do that, but there's just nothing in the way that's of interest. I don't know what to do with this. So we're probably going to see that a lot. Ooh, this blue fire is spewing out. I think it's 1s and 0s. Ooh, okay, we actually got a description for this. It's a trans-scan terminal. The switch is on the other side. Oh, what?
Cal.
Yep, she's right behind us! No, she was right there! Is she hiding? No? She was definitely right there. We had like a premonition of someone telling us that that she loved us, and she was standing right there. But apparently she ran off and hid. Maybe that's her thing. Makes Kale have to look around the apartment for her. Anyway, it said that the switch for this was on the other side. So what
A
is...
drop in productivity for the last cycle in Production Unit 89. Those responsible confessed to their crimes and were judged guilty of laxity. They were executed today.
Well, I mean, execution certainly is a suitable punishment for a drop in productivity. Next channel.
Happy. Everything is fine.
I love this channel. I could watch it all day.
Drink Queta-Cola, the energizing drink with radioactive quanta extract. Queta-Cola, the drink for today's youth. Be cool, be in. Drink Queta-Cola, the happiness drink. Health warning. Abuse of Queta-Cola can lead to the early destruction of your brain cells.
But an early destruction of my brain cells would lead to a drop in productivity. Are you sure Quanta-Cola should be legal?
Any person having information about the terrorist group known as the Awakened is requested to denounce them to the proper authorities.
Well, I appear to be a cop, so I'm sure that if I find out about them, I am the proper authorities.
A drop in productivity
okay.
for the last...
Alright, I don't know if that actually... I wonder if that ever changes throughout the game. Can we watch other channels? Will the news update? I don't know about that, but I guess we'll check in on that every so often. By pressing the head button, I can look around. Yeah, I know. I'm like 12 years old. I'm laughing at the head button. Anyway, we can look around here. We have like a pet lizard. It's just looking at us. Not really doing anything. How is this some kind of pet? That text is hard to read on like a bright background. There's something shiny hanging inside, but it's out of reach. Oh, there's some. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, there's something hanging on that T. How do I get it? A feeding hatch, you say? Well. Actually, that looks like Kale's apartment key. So it's a key to something else, I guess. Alright, so I've seen this. This is the multi-plan. So this is transfer. I could put the things I have in the multi-plan. I could take things out of the multi-plan. I could examine things that are in the multi-plan, or I can delete this object definitively. Let's stay away from that. Let's take a look at what I've got in the multi-plan. So the multi-plan apparently is like the box in Resident Evil. If we don't want to carry things with us, we can put it in here. Kanzu molecular disassembly for all. I would like to get an explanation as to why anyone thought that font was a good idea. Obviously, no one who had to play the game and actually read that. Oh, no, hold on. Let me take out the rings. I definitely want that. And let me put these notes in here, because I probably don't need those. All right, there we go. What do we got? Head into some different rooms, like this. I don't understand what this is. Okay. Do we understand this? We do understand this. Alright, another note. What does that say? Sleeping pill prescription. Is that for Kale? Let's see. Kanzu Pharmacy prescription indications for insomnia and troubled sleep. Recommendations gives restful sleep just a few seconds after ingestion. Wow. Solution to be diluted in liquid. To obtain this medication, just present this prescription at any Kanzu Pharmacy. Kanzu medication for life. Well, maybe I need to get those sleeping pills, so maybe I will keep this in my inventory. In my sneak, I should say, so we can pick that up at some point. What do we got here? Got a mirror? Full-length mirror? Me in the mirror. Pretty sexy. But what's even sexier is, yeah, let me use the head button on myself. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Very sexy. This a cabinet? Let's see. Yeah, sure is. What do we got in here? Alright, we got Kale's police badge. Seems like he should have been carrying that. And that's a medikit. Alright, so do I just stab myself with it to heal myself? What? Nothing in particular. Alright, I guess there's nothing else in there. I want to take a look at this, the police badge. Police badge in the name of Kale 669. On the back it says Property of Security HQ. Is the badge the property? Or is Kale the property? I don't know. I don't know. And let's take a look at this. Yep, just a big green pyramid. Let's head off into some other rooms. Chemical shower. I can think of better things to do than wash myself. Oh, a shower is a pleasure. I mean, I don't know if it would... I don't know what a chemical shower, if that would be so pleasurable. I don't know what that's like, but give it a try. This is a David Cage game after all. Shouldn't we be able to take a shower? Oh, but what... Is this what it looks like? If I press the action button on this, do you think what's going to happen is going to happen? Let's find out. Oh yeah, there we go. It truly is a David Cage game now. How did that work? Did he just like insert himself into the device? Is what I think is happening. I mean, I guess there's no chance of any splashback if you do that, but it's future tech, so obviously it's going to be very different than the urinals we have today. Let's go in here.
Hello, Agent Kale. Choose your difficulty level.
Let's see. Combat Simulator WX7600 Elite Model. Combat Simulator, you say. Well, I can choose numbers on the right side. I'm going to choose 1 for easy. Let's see how it is.
Get ready.
All right.
The fight is about to start.
Let's do it. All right. Yeah, crack that neck. Kale's we're a badass. Yeah, that's right. We're telling him to come bring it. Because we're a badass in Kale's bot. Oh, hold on. All right, this is the fighting engine. This is the fighting engine. All right, let's see how... I need to figure out something here. Hold on. All right, well, actually attacking is not a problem. Let's see, what do I want to... Okay, there we go. So, what I was trying to figure out is strafing. So we can, like, move around in 3D space. I have that assigned to the shoulder buttons. Oh, I won. Okay. So 4 buttons, 2 punches and 2 kicks. I wonder if there are combos Or special moves.
Choose your difficulty level.
Because it only said in the controls, punch 1, punch 2, and kick 1, kick 2. So I don't know if there are any actual moves you can do. We'll try average difficulty.
Thank you. Get ready.
Let's do it.
The fight is about to start.
Sure is. Oh, we're just getting right into it. Okay. I can also jump. Oh, like I have like a jumping attack where my fist hits the ground. What? Oh! That was definitely a special move, and I have no idea how I did that. I would like to know. Right? I have no idea how I did that. I tripped him up and then jumped on him with a punch. So okay, there are special moves in here.
Hello, Agent Kale. Choose your difficulty level.
All right, let's go with number 3.
Thank you.
See how difficult this gets.
The fight is about to start.
I'm glad that they let you practice this. Because it would be real bad if you had to go straight into fighting without actually having done it before. Alright, I've got him pinned against the wall. Oh, no, he's moving out. Oh, combos. He's comboing me. Oh, man. Yeah, he just gave it right to me. Oh! I leveled up? Fighting level Disciple. Oh, some here are stats. I didn't look at these before. We got energy, we got attack. My fight experience is Tar Disciple. Got body resistance, speed dodge, mana. Okay, so I guess we level up the more we fight. So I guess that's a reason to spend time here in the training area. Not only for the player themselves to get better, but for the character to become stronger. Let's see. We were here before, of course. Did I go in here? What's this one? No, I did not go in here. What the? 3 rings floating in the air. I'm the only one who can see them. I don't know why he says that. Well, I don't know why I say that. Because it's me, right? Like, it's not Kale. It's me in Kale's but I don't know why I'm saying that. There's no one else here who's looking at these rings. So why do we think we're the... I don't have answers to that. But there's something here, and we can pick it up, so let's do that. Omikron news. I guess we could have a look at that. Okay, let's see. Reduce sleeping time. Order a reduction of 10 minutes in legal sleeping time. According to his calculations, this would boost productivity in certain sectors by 1.2% and increase the average happiness rate by 0.8%. Okay, so clearly this is an authoritarian society. Rising happiness rate, 1x. Maybe that's the leader. Announced in his weekly bulletin that according to the calculations, the average happiness of each inhabitant is higher than the same period last cycle. This increase is due to quality scheduling and greater thought control. Oh, but the Warriors lost to the Megas 38-71. The Warriors suffered a severe defeat yesterday in Reshev Stadium in the final of the Superglass. Trainer Tazyal's team was completely incapable of responding to the power of the Mechas. The trainer was imprisoned after the match, pending a decision by the managers on the level of his responsibility in the defeat. You know, if coaches were imprisoned after their teams lost, I was about to say you'd probably see an increase in performance, but not, probably not. But I don't really know what that would do. Probably just kill off experienced coaches, I suppose. But I mean, if they're not serving their purpose, if they're not working efficiently, then what purpose do they serve in this perfect society? Speaking of which, in this perfect society, we don't actually know what the reason is we're here. Kale never said why we're here, so we still have yet to figure that out. Let's go to this, because I believe this, yep, this is to save. Hold on, before I do that, I just want to confirm something. I have 8 rings in my possession. Now, I believe that I spend one by doing this. Alright. Yeah, 7 rings in my possession now, so every time I want to save, I have to spend one. So, finding as many of those as possible will be good. What's advice? Well, there's no advice available right now, so who cares? Cancel. Alright, so I guess that's it for Omikron, the Nomad soul, for right now. My soul, and yours too, have gone through the computer, have entered into Kale's body, and we are trying to figure out whatever it is he wants us to do, because he didn't actually tell us what it is he needed us to do. When I exit the game, however, Kale will save our place, so we can just come back whenever we want. It's almost like there's no threat at all to us. That sucks for Kale, though, I guess. But I guess next time we will continue exploring Kale's apartment and maybe find that woman who was, like, she was right behind us when we had that flashback. Maybe we'll encounter her and figure out why we're here and what we're doing here. Yeah, that's right. Take that attitude, that Sonic attitude pose, cross your arms and tap your foot because you're impatient. You want to get going with this story? I don't know where the story is. Maybe next time we'll start to find the story, but I can't promise that. I can't promise that. I'll see you next time for more Omikron.